everyone, welcome back to the C programming tutorials. These tutorials are brought to you by the ZDub Technologies. In this C programming video, we are going to see the concept of functions. So first of all, let us understand that what is a function. So function is simply a name or a concept which is given to a group of statements. That is, when you group a bunch of statements together and give it a name, then that name or that whole thing is known as a function. Okay, so first of all, a function is pre-made in front of you. Every C program has at least one function, and that function is known as the main function. Now inside this main function, you can see that whatever you write, whatever code you write it inside these curly braces, which is in the body of this main function. So this whole main function is actually a collection of valid C statements, right? Now if we take a look at the syntax of this main statement, first of all we have this word void. Instead of void we can also use int. This specifies the return type of the function. Okay, return type means that what value this function is going to return. Whenever we are trying to write void over here, it means that we do not want any value to be returned from this function. However, if we write something like integer or int, then we are expecting this main function to return an integer value to us. Then it is followed by the name of the function. Right now we are using the main function, so that is why its name is main. But this main has a predefined meaning to the C compiler. The C compiler knows that wherever it encounters this main function, it needs to start the execution of the program from the main function itself. Okay, so any name you can give to your function, but it cannot be main, because in one C program there can only be one main function, right? Then there is this parenthesis, and in this parenthesis right now they are blank, but you can accept some of the arguments from the user into these parentheses. Okay, then we have these curly braces which constitute the body of the function, and whatever code you write over here will constitute the body of that particular function. After writing the statements for the body of that particular function, what you can do is you can use the last statement as a return statement. So most frequently the last statement is a return statement. This return statement specifies that what kind of value the function must return. Since we are using the void for the return type of the function, so we do not need to specify the return statement, but if it is like integer, then you need to return an integer value. Okay, or if you have written something else like say float, then you are supposed to return a decimal point value. Or if you have written like char main, then you are supposed to return a character value. So this is the usage of the return function. After this return function is encountered, no other statements following this return statement in the body of the function will be executed. So whenever the return function is encountered, the function is stopped. That particular function's execution is stopped and the control comes out of this function body. So this is all about the function in the theory part. Now let us see that how can we create a function with the help of an example. So here what we are going to do is we are going to create a very simple function which is not going to return anything, which is not going to accept any arguments. It is just going to be a void data type and blank as far as the arguments are concerned, because this is something that we would be looking at a very detailed concept about these return types and the parameters. Okay, so we are going to create a function which is going to simply print a line, and then we are going to see that actually how can we create these functions in C. So let us just get rid of this return statement. There are two ways in which you can actually write a function in C. Either you can write a function inside the body of the main, or you can write it outside the body of the main just after these header files. So we will look at both of these methods. What I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to take a look at how can we declare functions that are not inside the main body. Okay. Now one question must come to your mind that since the execution of the C program starts from the main function, how come that we can declare any function or we can write any function outside main? So that's perfectly valid point, but we will try to solve your doubt with the help of example. Let's see. So we are creating a void type of function. The name of the function could be anything. Since this is our first function, so let us just write first func. Okay, and then open and close the parenthesis to make sure that it is a function. These parentheses actually define that whatever you have written, that this first func is a function and not any other thing. Okay, then you can simply just write its in the curly braces, you can write anything. So I'm going to simply write a printf statement that with a \n, this is my first function, right? And then I'm just going to close it. So this is what I have written. This is my first function, and I want another printf statement over here to make sure to all of you that we can write multiple statements in a function. And this printf statement is going to be outside main, so that I'm going to identify that what is going to be over here. So this function is outside main, that's what I've written. This function is my first function, that's what I have written. Now this is how the function looks. Now the question is, how can you use this function? So to use this function, you need to call this function. This is just the declaration of the function, and if you want to use it, you need to call it, and the calling comes inside main. So the compiler goes into main, it sees that this function first func is called, and then it goes to this part of the program and writes these two statements or executes whatever is written in the body of the function. So let us just call the function. How can we call it? Simply you need to just write the name of the function like this, use the parenthesis and the semicolon. That's it, the function is called. Now what you can do is we can just write another printf statement and nothing but just some lines or some dots, and again we can call this function. So there is another advantage of writing a function, that is whatever code you have written, you can use it multiple times. Right now I have called it 2 times, so this code would be executed 2 times separated by these slashes or these dashes. So let us just write \n and execute it. First of all, we need to build it, build success, and then we can just run it. So these two statements are for, you say, the function, the first calling of the function, then this is the separator, and this is the second calling of the function. So this is how you can call the same function multiple times in main. Alright. Now this is one approach of creating a function. Another approach is that instead of writing the code over here, what you can do is you can simply just select all this piece of code like this. You can just remove it from here and you can actually declare a function inside the main like this. Okay, that's also perfectly fine, it will do the same thing. Okay, but outside of main, instead of outside, let us just say inside of main. Okay, and it is just a printf statement, so you do not need to make any changes. But for that purpose, what do you need to do is, after these header files, you need to specify the type of this function, the prototype of this function, which is nothing but the return statement or the return type, the name of the function, the parenthesis, and the semicolon. This tells the C compiler that this type of function, it will find this kind of a function somewhere inside the main, and inside the main you can search for this particular function. Alright, and this is the function where it finds it and it then executes it. So let's see it, that how it done. So here it is. Everything is same, you cannot see any changes over here, but you have made changes to the code. So these are the two ways how you can actually declare the functions for yourself in C programming language. This is the simplest form of the function, that is not accepting any arguments and that is not returning any kind of value. There is no return statement. So this was a void type of function with no arguments. In the next video, we will see that how can we actually accept the arguments from the function and how can we return the values from the function. So this is all in this video, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.